thank you for taking the time to be here. So as you have heard, this is the second time that such a conference is organized under the ambit of the AWGCC, and I wish to thank the Hans Seiler Foundation for their continued support. The inaugural Climate Change Partnership Conference was held in Manila, ASEAN. The event was well received and it helped to further several collaborations with our partners. This is why we decided to organize a second edition. So Singapore is honored to serve ASEAN as the chair of AWGCC over the past 3 years, and we'll be handing the chairmanship over to Cambodia after the 10th meeting of the AWGCC tomorrow. I am grateful for the support of member states, the ASEAN Secretariat, and all our partners for our work of enhancing regional cooperation to address the climate change challenge. To us, a key indicator of progress is the translation of our ambitious AWGCC action plan into projects on the ground by all AMS. The plan is a blueprint for climate action in the areas of adaptation, mitigation, technology transfer, climate finance, and improved partnerships and coordination. Given the urgency of our work, there is clear value in working with external partners to bring more resources to bear on the implementation of action plan projects. I hope that as organizers that we have managed to provide a conducive setting for new connections to be made and new collaborations to be built. With that, I look forward to a fruitful meeting with all of you. Thank you.
Foundation Indonesia Resident Representative, Dr. Daniel Heilmann, who is not able to join with us today because he's on holiday in Germany. I would like to express our gratitude to organizer MPA and ASEAN Secretariat for the invitation for us to be here this morning. It is an honor, and I'm very delighted to be here to meet all the participants of Climate Change Partnership Conference this morning. This is also my second time being in NEA after a long time ago in 2003. Together with German experts, we work together with ASEAN Secretariat in setting up a standard for environmentally sustainable city for the ASEAN. And this is also my second time.
Yesterday also a successful trip that warmed up the working group to think differently, proactively about climate change in the region, how we can make better and team up together. And at the end, we got an awesome team of AWGCC and then with the new priority area. So the team will present today also the outcome of that retreat session yesterday. So this is one of the remarkable milestones that under the chairmanship of Singapore, the KC team made a great contribution to the AWGCC. So my presentation, I just say quickly, it's about setting the scene. So it's just a question, why is this conference? Really it's about why. So with this I have 2 points to make. One's about just introduction, as the MC mentioned, and Casey also highlights about what is the key objective of the climate change conference and why this now come to the second one, and then give you a snapshot information about ASEAN cooperation.
Of the working group.
Okay, the ASEAN Working Group on Climate Change is one of the working groups, 7 working groups, under the purview of the ASEAN Senior Officials on the Environment, ASEAN, as well as ASEAN Ministerial Meeting on the Environment. So we have a few other working groups. These are under the ASEAN Environmental Cooperation, Working Group on Chemicals and Waste, Coastal and Marine Environment, Environmental Education, with water resources management, nature conservation and biodiversity, and environmentally sensitive.
April, rainy season, May to October. Winter season, November to February. And your rainfall is central dry zone.
We have to admit that we are not experts in climate change, but we are experts in protecting the life of women and children. But concerning climate change, women and children, mostly whenever disaster happens, women and children especially children, are the most vulnerable group. During crisis, everyone will try to survive, and sometimes they forget children and women. And children and women are not strong enough.
Point out the importance of biodiversity and ecosystems in relation to climate change adaptation. So, as for the ASEAN Center for Biodiversity, of course, we would like to lobby the idea of mainstreaming biodiversity and climate change through ecosystem-based adaptation. So, just the basic concept of EBA, as we call it. Basically, it takes advantage of the numerous ecosystem services that the natural environment can offer. Of course, in light of disasters, in light of the droughts and all the other impacts that the climate change has been impacting us from the different sectors itself. So last year we had this
Norwegian Institute for International Affairs, and it is a 34-month project started last year November and will be until September 2021. The whole project, the main aim and the impact is to improve the coherence of ASEAN energy policy and contribute to making ASEAN energy policy more climate friendly. And through this project, we also aim for a better integration.
Ourselves, the AWGCC NFTs yesterday, and this is an issue that really resounded with many of us. We have to do better in coordinating and mainstreaming climate change into the other tracks of work in ASEAN.
Questions rather specific. One is on ecosystem-based adaptation. I'm very grateful for the presentation. I used to follow very closely the REDD+ negotiations. And at the time, one of the main stumbling blocks for the financing of REDD+ was the extent to which the countries achieving emission reductions in forest were able to demonstrate the permanence of the carbon stocks. And we had a lot of discussions in the UNFCCC about joint mitigation and adaptation approaches, including EBA. I wonder whether you have any ideas as to how we could help ASEAN member states to demonstrate that when they achieve emission reductions in deforestation, in fighting deforestation, they can do so in a way that is long-term, which was really one of the key questions for people to invest into ecosystem-based mitigation. But it's very close.
I wanted to continue the discussion because you said that women and children are at the forefront of maybe also identifying solutions to climate change. This is very much speaks to the Red Cross Red Crescent movement, because we see the impact of climate change at the very local level. We see that climate change affects everyone, but not everyone equally. So especially those in the most exposed areas are affected. Different people with a poor background have difficulties dealing with climate change. But at the same time, what the Red Cross Red Crescent movement really aims to do is to go to a local level, localization of aid. It's really important for us in the sense that we want to enable the local communities to take action. We want to listen to the local community to identify disaster risk measures, but sometimes more importantly or interesting, to identify early actions.
Work closely with you because you have project already the support from Norway. So it's really good because we are still also looking for the collaboration and the support to implement this activity.
To the enormous extent of work
that ASEAN is doing on climate change and the big structure that is in place to deliver on an action plan. Really appreciate the opportunity to speak on behalf of New Zealand as an ASEAN dialogue partner, soon to be entering our 45th year of being a dialogue partner to ASEAN on this subject. Dear to my heart, because before I came here as High Commissioner, I was New Zealand's Climate Change Ambassador for a number of years and co-chaired the process that resulted in the Paris so-called Rule Book in Katowice at the end of last year. So it's really heartening to see what is happening here. And from New Zealand's point of view, I hope you are all well aware that for our government, for our Prime Minister, climate change is a very, very high priority, and we are very keen, knowing the particular vulnerability of the ASEAN region to the impacts of climate change. We are very keen to partner wherever possible in support of climate change objectives with the region. So I just want to touch very, very quickly on the work we are doing, where our focus is on areas that fit with our particular expertise, and they fall in three areas. So in terms of resilience and adaptation to the impacts of climate change. Second, we have a particular, I guess, expertise in agriculture and the land sector, and have been focusing a lot of our effort into research to manage and hopefully reduce emissions in that area. And thirdly, we put in place our own emissions trading scheme back in 2008, the first one outside of the EU ETS, and have been working very, very closely to develop carbon pricing and carbon markets internationally since then. So in those three areas, we are engaging with the ASEAN region, and I think the work we're doing already aligns with some elements of the AWGCC action plan. In the adaptation and resilience area, we're working very closely with ASEAN partners on enhancing collaboration on building resilience, strengthening adaptation through our official development assistance to ASEAN, particularly through our engagement on disaster risk management and with the ASEAN Humanitarian Assistance Centre. We're going to continue to work closely with relevant stakeholders to improve collaboration on emergency preparedness and response and community resilience to recover from disasters. That's something we've also worked very closely with the Pacific on. The second area I mentioned was agriculture, and climate smart agriculture is also a priority area for the New Zealand Aid Programme in ASEAN. We think that really delivers a kind of triple win, encouraging industry growth, increasing efficient production, market access to improve economic and food security outcomes, increasing market demand for high quality and safe food to mitigate the harm caused to the environment, particularly through unsustainable pesticide use and farming practices. So our technical assistance, we hope, will enhance adaptive skills and capacities of marginalised and vulnerable groups and other relevant stakeholders. More specifically, a number of years ago, a little over a decade now ago, New Zealand founded the Global Research Alliance on Agricultural Greenhouse Gases. And that looks into growing, how to grow more food without growing greenhouse gas emissions, an issue I think particularly relevant to ASEAN's climate change strategic priorities. It also, it's a very collaborative and cross-sectoral partnership. Currently, I think half of the ASEAN member states participate in the Global Research Alliance, and we would be very keen to encourage more to join. We're currently scoping out opportunities to partner with the GRA in the ASEAN region, with a focus on contributing to the priorities of the WGCC action plan, and we would like to prepare so we would want to share with the working group a concept note on this work in the near term. And the final area I wanted to just quickly mention was that New Zealand's been working with partners across the region on international carbon markets, and particularly through the Asia Pacific Carbon Market Roundtable, the last meeting of which was hosted here in Singapore in May. We're also exploring opportunities to collaborate with Singapore as host and with other ASEAN members on a regional climate change event in relation to the Paris Law Book this October. Very keen for that to go ahead. I just wanted to finish by saying that reading through the action plan, it is impressive, and I think it really very clearly and helpfully focuses on three key areas: measuring and monitoring. Of course, you can't manage what you don't measure. Mainstreaming and coordination, which I think is vital to deal effectively with climate change, and helping with the design and implementation of policy tools. And all of that, I think, is underpinned by helping to build capacity, to collaborate and partner by sharing information and working out best practices and sharing and collaborating on those. So thank you for the opportunity to address you today. Very, very happy to be here, delighted to learn more about the AWGCC and the work it is doing, and I wish you very well for the next phase of your work, the conference and beyond. Thank you.
We have the foundation for this dialogue to happen each year. We have an idea of the topics that may be discussed there, of which, of course, climate change is a very important one. We have also identified two other priorities, namely sustainable finance and MRV/transparency, on which we are still expecting revised notes. The agreement, as we understood after April, was that those two issues would require some further elaboration and internal scrutiny. So we are still very keen to support those two priorities. The broad range of sustainable finance options and how they pertain to certain priorities, climate priorities in ASEAN. And on MRV, we have expressed both an interest for supporting the MRV hub and phase 2 of the plastic projects. So those two offers are still on the table. We are testing our capacities with this first initiative on science policy interface, but once it is in place, I think we could deliver more swiftly for the other two priorities. So that's it. I will not repeat, but I do echo all the considerations on the importance of climate change policies and of ASEAN region. We want to build up our support, and we believe there is a lot of potential. Thank you very much.